Welcome to the Idiot Book Nook. May whatever god you believe in have mercy on your soul.
Call her, maybe.
Hello, and welcome to the Idiot Book Nook. My name is Blazewing, my pronouns are she, her, and they, them.
I am the reading dragon, and my pronouns are she, her.
I'm Lady Punnet. My pronouns are primarily she, her. Sometimes they, them. Today is a she, more like a they, them kind of day, sprinkled with a she here and there. I'm eating a sandwich.
Unfortunately, Criticai is unable to join us for the moment. They may be here later. We don't. So stay tuned for that. In the meantime, we are going through Lost in the Wolds by Arian Scalise. It's a poetry anthology. Last time we left off, we had what, 5 or 6 poems that we read?
Yes. We left off about to read The Sculptor's Gift.
But before we get to that, I'd like to follow us. So, at linkr.ee/Idiot Book Nook, you'll be able to all of our socials. YouTube, you'll be able to find links to podcast feed and all of that jazz. With that being said, we bring you The Sculptor's Gift, page 8. In the space between chances we almost didn't take, found you, as resolute as a statue I had somehow cast in cement.
Kind of gives the impression that they found who they were looking for, kind of.
Potentially.
Speaks of what ifs to me.
Yeah.
That line there, the chances we almost didn't. In the space between what if things hadn't happened the way.
Right. Or the chances we almost didn't take, like the moments that they pushed through fears to take those chances to get to each other.
Fair.
I'm still eating the sandwich.
Alright.
How much peanut butter did you put in that thing?
A lot. There's jam.
I kind of just want to go get the jar of peanut.
I mean, I still have to go get one of my other jars of peanut butter, but I'm still too lazy. I at least threw out the empty jar of peanut butter.
I've got it.
This is giving me artificer vibes.
Mm-hmm.
I've got it. Mouthful of peanut butter. Poetry.
No.
I'm out of peanut butter.
Dragon.
Yeah?
I do believe it's your turn. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Excuse us, as one of our hosts goes to get a jar of peanut butter to recite poetry with peanut butter in her mouth.
See, I would actually do Mad Libs with peanut butter. Imagine doing Mad Libs with peanut butter. Anywho. As only beauty can know. He seeks beauty for distraction. She can see truly, notes duly. His written history a good mystery, and how he gives her rare satisfaction. They bandy words like doctors bandage hurts. Hot blood spurts as they press their hands tightly over each other's burns and lacerations. Is he ascending the stairway to her heaven, or further pressing down the rotten boards of his hell? In between her sighs, he found his salvation. The beast is needy. He's been told he's greedy by those with no compassion. He ceaselessly seeks the words she speaks. When beauty sleeps, imagine she couldn't possibly know how he stays when she goes. No, he'll never tell a soul. And so her nighttime mumbles become his rations, while her dreams become his passions. Why does the mind allow itself such harm, plight, and degradation? The same mind that can garnish charm fades to gray, paving a way for the darkest night to take hold. Envision this. The ship rolls, the bell tolls, the body abandons the soul unfastened. A captain can only be so bold, defenseless to senseless abominations. And after that, you haven't begun to use your imaginations. The sun rises, the maestro reprises, many masks, yet none disguises. His smile, refined, a carefully starved sensation, meant to subdue a reflection that disapproves. His laugh entices a room to elation. You were told that fire burns, but when did you learn it hurts to be so bright? And when the wrong stifles the right, it's there in a person's eyes. But his eyes do not see the light. The light sears his mind into hallucinations, until finally, revelations. And once blind, it's easy to find embraces are stronger. Please, hold on longer. Some of us need to be smothered by a lover. Has there ever been a better way to be sublimely touched? He would tell you if his memories hadn't been literally crushed from Icarus blush to shadows and dust. But beauty, he remembers, without any effort or concentration. More clearly, it is seen in embers. The inferno is stoked in chambers of impatience. And he would light himself as a beacon, the yearning, a burning like lusting made enduring or endearing, by enduring for someone so loving. He's so close to simply combusting. Trusting she will cherish his bones, he stands on a pyre of ancient constellations, many which are no longer known. With a match and some gas, he ignites his ancestral past and lights her path, granting safe passage home, where she dips her hand into the ashes with fascination. And yet she feels something awaken, a gift he had given where others had taken. There, atop the black dust altar of meteor-charred dirt, a power stirred, no longer inert. Her heart began to beat with happy confirmation and joyous thrill. Despite his phoenix flame cremation, there lived hope still. His strength yet grows. Love flows beyond reincarnation. She glows and feels that surreal sensation. For hers is theirs, a healed creation.
That was a long poem.
That was a long poem.
That was a long poem. I forgot this was a long poem.
It's a long poem for this late at night.
So that's obviously a bard.
Yeah. I'm getting College of Eloquence bard.
Mm-hmm.
Very much I know how to say the right words and make you putty in my hands.
Me,
Yep.
words good.
Me, words good.
Devotion. I'm getting a lot of like devotion vibes from this.
Mm-hmm.
Some real deep devotions that is now making me think no man is ever worthy. Gosh darn. Unrealistic standards for relationships. How's the peanut butter, Blaze?
Peanut buttery. Fucking delicious.
Peanut butter, good.
There's definitely a lot of passion here.
Yeah.
Almost getting,
It's almost like if Edgar Allan Poe had done more love poems instead of his dark poems.
AP says, my bard when he is having a good night.
Woo!
rough around the edges, maybe.
Is this basically bad boy turn good?
I want to
Like
say,
our conversation earlier on how everyone's gone through the bad boy phase.
I want to say I'm getting Beauty and the Beast.
Right? So,
Looks like
yes. So, Punit, to answer your question, yes, bad boy turned good.
I don't know. What does the audience think? Still going through that phase? You're still going through your bad boy phase, AP?
Whatever phase is that whole shtick is on hold for me at the moment.
Sometimes you need to take a break from boys.
Yeah, you're not allowed to have a bad boy phase.
What's that about bad boy phase? What?
You're not allowed to have a bad boy phase.
Yeah. We're gonna find you a golden retriever boyfriend. Or a bi gamer girl. One of the two. Maybe both.
I prefer men.
Yeah, sorry, drag and drive stick.
Yeah.
Apparently, Order of the Dice, the closest thing to a bad boy phase I have is creating bad boy characters for D&D. And I keep falling for them.
You fucking nerds. You fucking nerds.
It's a safe environment where I am not likely to actually get hurt from the actions of me obviously pursuing people who have red flags. Because they're pretty.
You know, that's a fucking mood, though.
I mean, in fair, like, seriously, in his campaign, my one character is now engaged to, like, an assassin who kills people in brothels. My other character, who guess, is currently dating an ex-criminal.
So, there are a couple of passages here that I about it.
Mm-hmm.
Page 11.
Yeah.
He would light himself as a beacon, a burning like lusting maiden, by enduring for someone so loving. He's so close to simply combusting. Trusting she will cherish his bones, he stands a pyre of ancient concepts, many of which are no. This next paragraph that gets me. With a match and some gas, she ignites his ancestral past and lights her path, granting safe passage home, where she dips her hand into ashes with fascination.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like awakening something primal, something that's long laid dormant.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It could also be talking about doing all that through some spicy times.
You're not wrong.
Because there are poems in here that can be pretty spicy. Hey, we got a critter!
I made it.
Yay! Blaze put things in her mouth. You missed it.
Aw, give me a sec. I need to fix something.
Did she say she needed to take a selfie?
Nah.
To fix something. Alright. So, I believe that leaves Lady Punnet up next.
Yeah.
The next poem is Kronos. I am giving myself time to become.
Yes.
And that's it. That's my poem.
Yep.
6 words.
And even though
6
it's a very short poem, it says a lot, because just those 6 words can effectively say that they are taking time to work on themselves.
Knows that they need time to change.
Yep.
What are you giving yourself time to become, though?
Whatever you need to be.
Okay,
Kronos
you know
is
what?
time.
It's giving me druid vibes.
Fair.
Hermit background.
Fair.
Hermit background, circle of the stars.
Yep.
We're on page 13.
Yeah, give me a minute.
Try not to burn out your eyeballs with that screen.
Oh, that's so much better.
Yeah,
It's been a day. Sorry.
Yep.
I will find it. Maybe somebody
Okay.
do it, and then when I find it, we sing.
Okay. Do you want us to skip you for now, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
So our next poem is called Fantastical. I was not the visionary I thought myself to be, nor was I the prodigy who always. There was no world tree, realm to trust. I was not the colors I'd once dreamt to blue. I was too young to see what heroes truly become. I was not promised Slow's need. But I never asked how come. My individuality cannot spurn. First I serve, dawn and dusk, love and lust. Not the trickster I jack of all masters.
Damn. Sounds like there's a lot of regret.
There's a reference to Maslow's hierarchy in here.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And it sounds like basically it sounds like the person writing this had a lot of expectations and did a lot of things expecting certain outcomes, but because those outcomes did not occur the way that they wanted it, they live with the regrets of what they did.
It also speaks of the writer being a lot different than expected.
Mm-hmm.
That they didn't, it almost feels like they didn't know.
Yeah. Which could feed into doing things that left them regretting their choices later on. Probably as an attempt to fit in.
Bard.
No brain,
Because of
just
the jack
flute.
of all masters.
Mm-hmm.
No brain, just flute.
No brain, just floof. Bard, but I'm also seeing like a dip into warlock.
I'm seeing a little bit of fighter. Like either a warlock, a bard, or a fighter.
I like the last passage. I was not the trickster I once believed, a jack of all masters, a traitor to none. I've become too honest, beholden to none.
Yeah.
Massive
Because
life change.
It It insinuates that a realization that they're not the person they thought they were.
Mm-hmm.
And that because they are not that thing, they have to realize what they are.
Yep.
Dragon.
Yes.
You're up.
God of dust. My truthful eyes cry with mirth, only to earn an urn of sacred dirt. I'm not like my creator, in all the ways perceived by machines. A soul mold, prototype 001. Set to the task without rest, to wander till lost. My thoughts are the constant whir of a creation yearning, a game without cost. I am the tireless rover, the god of dust. Bitch be exhausted of how the world's going. This is a fucking mood. This basically kind of hits home for me in terms of like how I feel about how things are kind of going in my environment, not only socially, but politically and environmentally. Because as most people know, and as most of our viewers would agree, America's gonna go kind of going down the shitter right now.
When is it not?
Exactly.
I see.
Yeah.
See self-improvement.
Mm-hmm.
See a never struggle.
Mm-hmm.
Tireless.
Yeah. One realizing their uniqueness and how they don't fit into the world that they were born into.
Lady Punnett.
I don't think it's about dust. I think it's about ashes.
Yeah.
The deceased person, because it said only to earn an urn of sacred dirt.
So,
Yeah.
literally talking about death.
Mm-hmm. And, I mean, there is that whole saying, from ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Yeah.
So I think this is just talking about not only the god of death. Well, it's called, the title is the god of dust. I think it's actually also referring to the god of death.
Yeah.
Very well could be. I also see very much there.
Yeah. Or there will never be another person like the one in the urn.
I'm getting cleric vibes, death domain.
There.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, page 15.
I found it. Yeah, let's keep going. Okay.
All right. This poem's called The Man of Wood and Wine. I'm guessing it's dedicated to Dionysus. I hold to an old belief. I was told I would receive reprieve in sleep. My mind rewinds time, while time untwines ties, and I am unraveled in the grasp of vintage wine and lies. A keep of my design, structured in sacred stone, a bastion fashioned in history, where my mystery is known. My opera house, my phylactery, my brightest memories shone, a temple between the temples, a place to atone. Deep in a wood grown, from the seeds I have sown, every tree a face or a place I once called home. This is where you will find my life force, here in the voices of different timbers. In the campfire I once sought my warmth, once roaring, now embers. The taste of iron in my mouth reminds me of those bold nights, of old Novembers and colder Decembers. And what harm are these things between the sun and the sky? What good are these wings when I have no room to free them? What good are these my words when the day comes there is no one to read them? But I am not a man of my past, nor am I the musing of my poetry. I am a carefully crafted construct of uncaring chemistry. So take care, you precious few who have taken care of me. You're always welcome in these woods, you're travelers of destiny.
Ooh.
Shit.
This is talking about those that have been in his life, that have been there for him.
Oh. See modern.
Yeah.
Into the... I see dulling of the senses. I see where we're to camp.
Mm-hmm.
I see remember these things between the sky. What are my words when just before this taste of iron in my mouth? It's me. It's a colder Decembers. And then the last line. So take care, you precious few who have taken care of me. Always welcome in my woods, you travelers of destiny. I talks about those that tend, those that nurtured. So.
Right.
Yeah, that all tracks with what I was feeling.
I kind of see this as someone who is doing their best to remember all the people they can in their own mind palace,
Mm-hmm.
to acknowledge those who have helped them both mentally, physically, emotionally from sickness or an injury of some sort, and just trying their best to remember them because they've helped them through so much.
Mm-hmm.
Even those who have not always been there, like not weren't able to stay for the full time for whatever reason, or those who were needed for a short period of time. One moment, no zoomies.
One moment, our cat has malfunctioned.
What did I just fucking say?
We interrupt this program
There's
for a run of the cats.
We interrupt this program to bring you Zoomies. One moment, please, while the Zoomies commence.
You should totally grab me some around the... And I will replace our BR screen with...
That would be amazing.
We just have videos of our pets being totally chaotic.
Yep. Anyways.
I like this.
Is there anything else we wanted to add to that poem?
I agree with the sentiments as to how this kind of talks about modernization and how we're losing touch with the nature of our world as it was, and also how we're trying to basically remember those that have been there for us, whether or not they were only there temporarily for one reason or another, or we had to leave.
I mean, just like in a purely like artistic, readable sense, it's also got like a very nice cadence and flow. Like it really takes you along with it. There's no stumbling or anything like that, despite it being quite long.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, there was a really long one earlier.
That's all I got.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Ritter, you're up. First, page 17.
So I'm sorry if I don't sound awesome. I've been really sick.
It's okay.
Want us to read?
Oh, no, I'm fine. It's just, don't have giant expectations.
You're good.
Can we have little expectations?
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right. Cursed. When the night falls, she is the sun to me. Her warmth is the sanctuary, where I shield my hopes and hide my dreams. But in the morning, I am cursed, and I must forget who I am all over again.
Warlock.
Yep.
Or a blood hunter.
Clairvoyance kind of feel for me.
Yeah.
Like more like on a spiritual kind of level.
Mm-hmm. For me, this tells me that at certain points, the she that's being referred to, when she is around, that's when he feels safest. When she's gone, that's when he feels most vulnerable.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The feeling of safety versus endangerment.
I've got nothing for this poem.
You just liked it?
It was a nice poem.
Are your pages hitting your microphone?
Maybe. I figured it would add nice ASMR.
It kind of does.
It does.
Especially for me, because I'm stuck like just clicking. I don't have a book, so it's nice to hear the book.
In the care of the wind, take me to where the water's still. Ask for no more troubles, and underneath the surface there is silence. Standing sends me. Take my love, and you turn around gently. Rest here. I just need to rest here for. My words have gotten slurred. Talk about changes. It's a summer night, and it's nothing new. Somehow you see me. When I seem low, see through. You see me through. My love, I've blown from story to story, page to page. Time to borrow sorrow. So many things to see. The wind will disperse where I've been. I will find a way to stay. It's turning to dust, sting my soul.
This one's a little on the melancholy side.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also like, I want a guy to tell me this.
It is.
Don't mind
awesome.
me while I be a fucking hopeless romantic. Sorry, Critter. What you were saying?
I didn't mean to rub salt in the wound. I was going to say it is pretty awesome.
I know.
I get to hear stuff like that.
I know. No, you're good. You're good. It's fine. It's fine.
I'm just saying it exists. It's out there. Don't worry. You'll get it.
One day. One day.
One day over the rainbow.
Way up high. There's a man that I've heard of once.
There's a man?
With a lullaby.
Good night, everybody.
No, there's a land that I've heard of once in a lullaby where it's raining men.
You know the song "It's Raining Men and Let the Bodies Hit the Floor." The exact same song told.
Yes.
I love that joke.
Okay.
It's true.
Charm, I apologize. We don't mean to make light of your poems. Your poems are amazing.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
We're just silly people.
We're riddled with ADHD and ADD and neurodivergence.
And our ADHD meds wore off a long time.
Yes.
I'm not sure my ADHD meds have been.
That's not good. You should probably talk to your doctor about that.
I've tried to call my doctor. She's ghosted me.
The fuck?
Yep. Anyways, moving on.
Yeah, but this poem, like, I would love to have someone like that tell me this one day or something similar.
The poem.
It's a poem. Like, it doesn't have to be word for word, but like, I want a guy to make me feel like how this poem made me feel. Damn it!
Poetry was never my strong suit.
I mean,
Words on a page.
Said the scholar who went to school for communications
Yep. Doesn't mean I get
and
poetry.
writing.
What are you doing?
Sitting here talking and arguing with Dragon.
Stop that.
No!
I'm not talking to you.
You're not my mother! My mother sits in an urn in my living room!
How am I supposed to top that? I don't own a Ouija board, so I can't convey your mother's message.
No Ouija boards in the house!
She'd be
You
very...
take that shit and take it out!
I can say she would tell you that you could tell a person to talk to you when they actually has their head pointed in your direction, Dragon.
No Ouija boards in my home! Oh.
Order of the day says, I mean, you can place the urn on a mantle on top that.
Wow. Oh boy. Blaze, I think it's your turn.
Nope. I just went, but we are going to stop for break.
Okay.
So,
Oh.
This is Dragon's turn.
Yeah, it'll be my turn next.
also you're echoing.
Oh.
Have a good night. Xylanth.
Xylanth. Have a good night, Xylanth. Thank you for joining us. For the rest,
Good night, Island.
for the rest of you, if you'd like to follow us on socials, you can do so at linktr.e/Idiot Book Nook. For whatever the hell this has been, and the reading of Lost in the Wolds, and for the Idiot Book Nook podcast, I'm Blazewing.
I am the Reading Dragon.
I'm Lady Punit.
And I'm Crittershy.
And we'll see you guys next time. For those
Goodbye!
Bye.
for those of you on Twitch, stick around, we'll be right back.